Welcome, this is a weekly gacha recap where I talk about mostly gacha game. I guess the first gacha we're talking about for today would basically be Stella Sora. In terms of anything new with the game, there's apparently like a rerun for Frisia. I'm guessing the reason why there's a sudden rerun for Frisia is because the game did give her her very own winter skin. And for like an easier access to the skin itself, it just makes sense, for a rerun to happen. So if you're like looking for like a freeze team with Frisia and Chitose, or in general a freeze team with just Frisia, now's the perfect time to like get her. A new banner would also be arriving as well for this update, which would basically be Laru's Christmas banner or Holy Night Gift Rush. She's technically the new upcoming character that's being released for this update. She has a very winter-ish attack / ult animation, which just generally makes sense because she is a seasonal character. She's also going to be a igneous character. I don't know what type of team players would build around her, but I'm very excited to see it since I'm also building her as well. There's also like an event called Radiant Messenger Holy Night Spirit where they are basically giving 10 free limited pulls and many more rewards. And actually, out of these additional rewards and pulls, I actually got Snowish Laru. So, because of this, it just makes sense for you to claim it, because it would just make a vastly huge difference with you getting her and you not getting her. So please, do get these additional rewards before the event ends or they expire. There's also a bunch of very cute fan animations and animations from the official that focus around Snowish Laru. And out of all the fan animations I've seen from the official posts and even fan animations from YouTube, I think this one was one of my favorite because it heavily reminds me so much of like the Subaru duck dance meme. If you know, you know. And I think that's all I need to say for like Stella Sora. The next gacha I'll be talking about would be Duet Night Abyss. In terms of anything new, they did release a patch note that did fix a lot of quality of life updates and even glitches that's been happening around the game, which is pretty nice for the devs to do. They are also making certain events a bit easier, like with the Luno Special Tier event where instead of completing 3 actions, you just need to complete 1, which I guess makes it way more easier for the players to do. They also added like a day/night system for the area of Huaxu itself, and they're also hosting fan creation contests. I don't know if the contest heavily points to just fan artists in general or anything that's basically created by a fan, but the link is right here if you want more information. Also, 300 folk scenes are being given for free because of maintenance update and gift redemption codes, as you can see here. So, please do claim these rewards before they expired. And I think that's all for Duet Night Abyss. The last gacha we would basically be talking about for today would basically be Arknights. There's a new upcoming event called Wishes from Stars. It features like no new characters but already existing characters with new skin, starting off with like Amiya, Rosmotis, and Zueli. The developers also made a slice of life comic for Neon, or basically every Neon sibling. So, if you, kinda interested on understanding Neon's life or all of Neon's siblings' life, including Neon herself, then I guess you can go ahead and visit the official comic made by the devs. They also did like a small collaboration with Taiko no Tatsujin. If you don't know who Taiko no Tatsujin is, it's basically a Japanese drum rhythm arcade game developed by Bandai Namco. In this like small collab, it features a entirely new skin or like a new outfit for Myrtle that basically represents the collaboration itself. And I guess in terms of like thoughts and opinions for the skin, I would say it's like really nice. I do love the 3 chibis that are wrapping around Myrtle. Those 3 chibis are Dr. Skadi, and Mizuki. You can also see like a bunch of mascot that represents the brand of Taiko no Tatsujin just flying around the splash art, with like Myrtle acting as like the center point of the whole splash art. It's a really nice skin / outfit, and I could easily guarantee a lot of Myrtle fans would enjoy the skin. I think the only sad part about it is it may be locked in some sort of paywall Because if you look at the post, it does say now available at the store until the 8th of January 2026. In other words, I think the skin is definitely going to be locked in some sort of paywall, or I guess a premium currency paywall. So if you really want the skin, you may need to pay real money for it. And I think that's all for today's weekly gacha recap.